Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Eid Mubarak. Today is Eid in China, and this morning I wake up from bed and then I went to the mosque for Eid prayer, and then I came back to my class. I had a class and I need to take the class. There is no way. And right now, what's inside my feeling, I really don't know. Some loneliness has no name. People always say you studying abroad makes you more strong. Maybe it does, but they never told you about that kind of loneliness that has no name. That kind of loneliness comes from you surrounded by people, but still you feel invisible. Today is Eid in China, and right now I'm far away from my home. And this morning when I wake up, for a second I just feel like where I am. Then the room reminded me, the silence reminded me, the ordinary sounds come from outside reminded me that today is not an ordinary day. At least not for me. Last year my father called me and simply he asked me one simple question, how I was feeling. And I smiled back because he was laughing. It's not just because of it's just something funny. It's just because I knew there is something. I knew me and my father, we express our feeling in the same way. We smile when it hurts the most. We speak lightly when our hearts feel too heavy. He told me that he didn't went to the activity place, and he didn't explain me why. He didn't have to, because I know what he's feeling. When I came to China, my mother was sick, and nobody told me about she was sick. And I always, every day I talk to her, I assume everything all is okay. And one day I realized she is sick, and the feeling on the time I can't even express. The feeling on the time, but I didn't cry. Like after I came to China, I never cried, never, even on that day. But when my father was laughing and asked me that question, sometimes you can't control your tears. It's not just because of you're weak. It's just because of you are pretending to be strong for so long. And I can't explain the feeling. Here in China, I really have good people around me. My teachers, my classmates, friends, close persons. People who really care about me, people who are very kind. I even talk to them, and maybe I was hoping for something, but sometimes people close to you can't give you what you really need. Not just because they don't care about you, it's just because some feeling can only be understood by someone who lived there. There are things I grew up with that people around me, they never even experienced, like the feelings of Eid morning, the feelings of the happiness. Just imagine when you are at your home, you don't need to explain to everyone what you feel, what is the importance of this day. But in China, you can't. Even you try to explain, they will never understand the same way you feel. It's not possible because they never experience this kind of feeling. They never. So when I try to express what's my feeling inside me, there is always a wall. It's not just something invisible. It's kind of a distance, like two different people from different world trying to understand each other's culture, and it's very complicated. And on the moment of the day, like today, the feeling is kind of enormous, like you can't even express. I try to call this place as my home. I literally do. And in many ways, it comes something close to me. But on days like this, reminded me that there is a part of me that always belong from somewhere else. Parts that only my father's voice can reach. Parts that only my mother's presence can give me happiness. Today I'm not going to pretend I'm okay. I really miss my home, I really miss my parents, and maybe somewhere they are missing me too. And celebrating the Eid with this full of loneliness far away from home is not so easy. Eid Mubarak to everyone who is carrying their home inside their chest. You are not weak, you are honest, and sometimes that takes more courage than anything else.